Very interesting, and endurance and flat racing and show jumping. I'm very interested in all equestrian.
How did a respected lady from a reputable family in Dubai become a divorcee? What exactly happened? Nobody likes to leave their marriage, especially when it's less than 2 years. However, circumstances and life issues often get in the way of happy ever after. Such is the case of Sheikha Mahra, who thought she had found love, but had to divorce her husband a few months after the birth of her daughter. This video will discuss Sheikha Mahra's transition from a Greek student to a divorced woman in Dubai. What led to the divorce? Where did she get the courage to take such a bold step, knowing how much the world watches her family? Let's get into it. Life as a Greek student. Sheikha Mahra's decision to study in Greece was a rare yet bold step for someone of her background. Some would say she left Dubai's vastness to pursue her education in Greece because of its rich history, beautiful culture, and academic opportunities. Another set of people argued that she just had the opportunity to broaden her horizons and experience a world different from what she knew. Greek traditions took some getting used to. The concept of philotimo, a deeply rooted cultural value emphasizing honor, generosity, and hospitality, stood out to her. While she admired it, she sometimes found it overwhelming, especially when locals went out of their way to offer help or share meals. She also had to adapt to the slower pace of life. Coming from a fast-moving city like Dubai, she initially found it frustrating when everything from buses to conversations seemed to take its time. Another factor that added a tinge of complexity was her royal status. While she tried to keep a low profile, her background inevitably came up in conversations. Some peers were curious and respectful, treating her like any other student. Others, however, couldn't help but see her as the royal from Dubai, which sometimes made her feel isolated. Come to think of it, not every day one gets to see a royal breed, let alone be in the same class as one. Through all these hurdles, however, Sheikha Mahra grew immensely during her time in Greece. For the first time, she experienced true independence away from her family's safety net and Dubai's society structure. Even though her mother was in the same city, she learned to manage her finances and cook simple meals while keeping up with her studies. After her studies in Greece, she had no option but to return home to her father. As Dubai's royal family member, Sheikha Mahra was no stranger to public attention. However, her return was welcomed by a curated role befitting a princess who had gone to study in a foreign land. She was no longer just a student. She was now expected to take on greater responsibilities, like representing her family in official events and philanthropic initiatives. Her days became busier, filled with meetings, public appearances, and charity work. She attended high-profile events where the media and the public analyzed every word she spoke and every gesture she made. While she appreciated the opportunity to make a positive impact, the constant pressure to maintain a flawless public image was physically and psychologically exhausting. The expectations of perfection extended beyond her professional life. As a young woman in the public eye, she was held to strict standards of behavior and appearance. Her attire, speech, and social interactions were carefully observed. This level of criticism was something she had largely escaped during her time in Greece, and adjusting to it again was challenging. Now, Sheikha Mahra isn't someone who bends to rules. How so? You should ask, well, regarding lifestyle choices, Sheikha Mahra enjoys more freedom than her sisters. While most women in Sheikh Mohammed's family were made to observe traditional dress codes, including wearing the hijab, Sheikha Mahra has often been seen without it. Her public appearances in elegant Western attire at high-profile events have been captured many times to show how fashion-conscious she is in Dubai's elite social circles. After her return to Dubai, many expected her to get married, as is the custom in Dubai and most Muslim countries. Sheikha Mahra didn't budge. She wanted to maximize her singlehood as much as possible, which was exactly what she did. Unlike her sisters, who married in their early and mid-20s, she didn't get married until her late 20s. For this reason, many people have accused her father, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, of favoritism after school endeavors. Upon her return from Greece, Sheikha Mahra became widely known for her involvement in the beauty and fashion industries. Her venture into the beauty and fashion industry began in 2021. This was also when she appeared more at major fashion events in Dubai and the broader Middle East. Her interest in the industry was triggered by her love for style and desire to support and uplift local talent in the United Arab Emirates. She used her platform as a member of the royal family to bring more eyes to the work of Emirati and Middle Eastern designers, while helping them gain recognition both locally and internationally. Her growing presence in fashion came when Dubai became a global hub for luxury fashion, with major international brands opening stores in the city and hosting events. Sheikha Mahra seized this opportunity to merge her passion with her desire to support her community. Her continued appearance at fashion shows, exhibitions, and brand launches soon established her as an influencer in the regional fashion scene. One of the major ways Sheikha Mahra contributes to the fashion industry is by championing local designers. She is known for wearing and promoting garments from UAE-based fashion houses and upcoming Middle Eastern designers. Her choice to show these brands to the world has had a major impact on their visibility. Consequently, there is a surge of interest from international buyers and fashion lovers. Sheikha Mahra works closely with popular UAE designers like Fatma Al-Mula, an Emirati fashion designer famous for her bold and contemporary styles. Another designer she works with is Hessa Falassi, a celebrated fashion figure in Dubai's high-end fashion. By wearing pieces from these designers to public events, Mahra helps put them on the international fashion map. More than fashion, Sheikha Mahra is also into the beauty business, and she shows this by supporting beauty brands and local producers. She has worked with several cosmetics and skincare brands in the UAE, helping them gain recognition. Her love for beauty is well known, and she is often seen at exclusive beauty events in Dubai, where she connects with industry experts and entrepreneurs. Sheikha Mahra's style has become known in the Middle East. Known for blending traditional Emirati attire with modern, international trends, she represents the balance between respecting cultural heritage and embracing modernity. Her fashion choices often include abayas, the traditional robe women wear in the UAE. Still, she also incorporates unique designs and trendy cuts that reflect her personality and modern outlook. In addition to traditional pieces, Sheikha Mahra is seen in high-end designer brands like Dior, Chanel, and Valentino. However, her strong focus on supporting homegrown talent sets her apart from other royals and influencers, who mostly opt for international luxury brands. Her style has gained a large following on social media, especially Instagram, where she shares snippets of her life, fashion choices, and the designers she supports. This online presence has allowed her to reach a broader audience, influencing not just her fellow Emiratis, but also people from across the Middle East and beyond. Now away from the beauty and fashion business, Sheikha Mahra is known for her charitable work, love for animals, and public persona. For somebody of her caliber and social status, one would not expect her to do anything other than look pretty and be the princess she is. Well, she has broken all stereotypes attached to her status. She is a modern and influential figure within the United Arab Emirates and beyond who has carved out a role for herself as a philanthropist and a lover of animals, particularly horses. Sheikha Mahra's philanthropy extends across various areas, with her most visible work focusing on supporting humanitarian causes and charitable organizations. She actively supports local initiatives and philanthropic efforts to improve the lives of those in need within the UAE. Her involvement in these initiatives shows how compassionate she is toward the community. No matter how one sees it, it can be seen as a way of giving back to society. Her love for animals, particularly horses, is crucial to her public persona. It is an inherited passion from her father, who owns an admirable collection. Sheikh Mohammed is an avid equestrian and a leader in horse racing. Being her father's favorite, it is understandable why Sheikha Mahra has become a lover of horses and an advocate for animal welfare. Her affection for horses is evident through her participation in equestrian events, where she often shows her skill as a rider to everyone interested. Now, let's look into her marital life and woes. Marriage and its challenges. Sheikha Mahra eventually ended her spinsterhood at 2023 by marrying a fellow Dubai royalty, Sheikh Mana bin Mohammed Al Maktoum. The Arabian royal agency also made the announcement. It caused a wave of excitement across social media. A few weeks later, the couple confirmed the engagement via an Instagram post, which included a sincere short write-up from the father of the groom-to-be, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid bin Mana Al Maktoum, where he congratulated them on their upcoming wedding. On May 28, 2023, Sheikha Mahra shared a memorable moment on Instagram, the Katb al-Kitab. If you don't understand Arabic, it means signing the marriage contract between her and Sheikh Mahra. In the post was an attached photo of her father and then fiancé. In June of the same year, the couple celebrated their lavish wedding reception in Dubai. On their special day, Sheikha Mahra wore an elegant white embroidered ball gown designed by Ezra Couture, a renowned Dubai-based designer. Her style got many talking as it was both classic and modern. The wedding dress was fitted with a neatly embroidered tulle veil. Mahra completed her look with exquisite diamond jewelry, including a bracelet, rings, and a watch from Chopard. As for the groom, Sheikh Mahra was dressed in traditional Emirati attire. He was pictured standing alongside his new bride, beaming with what could only be interpreted to mean pride and happiness. In July, a month after, the couple was seen enjoying time together at Novikov Cafe, a famous restaurant in downtown Dubai. This was followed by a date night at a shooting range, where Sheikh Mahra praised his wife's impressive shooting skills on Instagram. As summer temperatures became unbearable in Dubai, the newlyweds escaped to the Greek islands for their honeymoon. They shared photos of their romantic getaway to the Mykonos Palace, where they enjoyed jet skiing, sunbathing, and dining at the island's top restaurants. Sheikha Mahra, who is not a big fan of long, wordy captions, simply wrote, "Just the two of us." Similarly, Sheikh Mahra expressed his joy, stating the trip included the happiest night of my life. The couple seemed so happy together, which is why the divorce news shook the internet and left their fans asking questions. The divorce announcement. The couple seemed to be having a good time until July 17, 2024, when Sheikha Mahra made a shocking announcement on her favorite social media platform, Instagram. She officially separated from Sheikh Mahra bin Mohammed Al Maktoum without mincing words or encoding her post. The quite straightforward post revealed that Sheikha Mahra had invoked the triple talaq to end her marriage. This announcement came as a surprise to a lot of people, as they had only celebrated the arrival of their daughter a few months before. So what could have gotten wrong in that frame of time? In her short Instagram divorce post, she wrote, "Since you are busy with other companions, I at this moment declare our divorce. I divorce you. I divorce you. I divorce you. Take care, your ex-wife." Wait a minute. Does this mean Sheikh Mahra was cheating on her? How incredible. Why would anyone even think about stepping out on the beautiful Mahra? Now, to the layman, Sheikha Mahra was only being dramatic when she said, "I divorce you," 3 times. But that's not the case. She invoked the triple talaq. I know this is all strange and confusing, but don't worry, I will explain. In Islamic law, the triple talaq is a form of divorce where a husband or wife can declare talaq 3 times to dissolve a marriage effectively. Another thing that made the news a sensational one is that men traditionally initiate talaq. Sheikha Mahra broke this norm to invoke triple talaq herself. After the public declaration of divorce, people started to do their math. They recalled that a few weeks before the divorce, Mahra had posted a picture of herself and her little daughter with a caption that said, "Just the two of us." This ordinarily wouldn't have raised any concern. But since the two got married, they have always shared pictures of them. Could that single post of the previous weeks have been the beginning of the end? Since their daughter is only 2 months old, Sheikha Mahra naturally retained her custody. It is unknown whether Sheikha Mahra will seek full or joint custody when their baby advances in age. Once there is a divorce, especially a high-profile one, there are bound to be rumors and speculations. Well, these royalties are no exception. As for Sheikh Mahra, speculation is making the rounds that Sheikh Mohammed is punishing him. They believe Sheikh Mahra's infidelity won't go unpunished, so he must dance to the full music. Some reports suggest that Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Sheikha Mahra's father and the ruler of Dubai, had allegedly taken the drastic step of banning Sheikh Mahra from the UAE, at least temporarily. While official confirmation of this banishment has yet to be released, the speculation has provoked reactions about the authorities within the Dubai royal family and the protective nature of Sheikh Mohammed toward his daughter. It's also been widely reported that Sheikh Mahra's behavior, particularly his accusations of engaging with other women, was seen as a direct insult to the royal family's honor. In Dubai's royal circles, where reputation and loyalty are highly regarded, such indiscretions can lead to considerable personal and political consequences. If the banishment rumors are true, Sheikh Mahra could face isolation from his royal connections and possible exclusion from future royal events. However, there is also the question of how long this exclusion would last. Will it be a permanent or temporary pronouncement meant to teach him a lesson? We'll all have to wait to find out. According to Islamic law, for an accusation of adultery to result in punishment, strict criteria must be met. The most significant requirement is the testimony of 3 to 4 witnesses who must have seen the act of adultery with clear and undeniable evidence. Additionally, visual proof, such as pictures or video, is often required to substantiate the claim. No formal ruling can be made without these forms of testimony or evidence. In Sheikh Mahra's case, while rumors circulated, there has been no substantial evidence or testimony brought forward to accuse him of adultery formally. Furthermore, given his vast wealth and influence, anyone would be highly unlikely to proceed with accusations without overwhelming proof due to the potential repercussions. As for Sheikh Mahra's temporary relocation to the United Kingdom, this move is seen by many as a way for him to avoid public scrutiny and let the situation cool down. This could mean maintaining a low profile during such high-profile personal matters. Therefore, the idea that Sheikh Mohammed imposed formal punishment on him remains purely speculative and lacks verifiable evidence. But then, is it too early to divorce? The perfume divorce and the public reaction. On July 2024, shortly after the public announcement of her divorce, Sheikha Mahra made headlines once again with the release of her new perfume, aptly named Divorce. It is one thing to launch a business after a trying period of your life to show that you are healing, but to name the business exactly what you just went through, something a lot of women will try so hard to do, is nothing but a bold move. This move left the public in awe, not just because of the unexpected timing, but also due to the powerful meaning the fragrance connotes. The perfume quickly became a sensation, with its name and launch resonating deeply as a statement of empowerment and independence. The perfume Divorce was introduced on Instagram, where Sheikha Mahra shared a post announcing the product's launch. The name triggered widespread interest, with many people interpreting it as a metaphor for her newfound independence after her separation from Sheikh Mahra. By naming her fragrance Divorce, Sheikha Mahra seemed to reclaim the narrative surrounding her personal life, transforming a challenging chapter into something she could control and even celebrate. For many, the fragrance was more than just a product. It implied Sheikha Mahra's strength and refusal to be defined by societal expectations. In a region where royal women are often expected to remain quiet about their personal lives, especially in marriage and divorce, Sheikha Mahra's action was considered one of a kind. The public's reaction to the launch of Divorce was positive. Social media platforms were flooded with comments and memes that praised Sheikha Mahra's boldness. One viral sentiment emerged: Sheikh Mahra will always remember what divorce smells like. This statement captured the public's fascination with the idea that the fragrance would forever be associated with the end of their marriage, creating a lasting reminder for her former husband. In the days following the perfume launch, Divorce was sold out in many outlets, making it a commercial success. The launch also started discussions about women's empowerment in the Middle East, with many people viewing Sheikha Mahra's actions as a progressive step for royal women in the region. Her ability to embrace her independence, even in the face of a high-profile separation, resonated with many women who saw her as a symbol of strength, especially those going through similar issues but are not bold enough to leave their marriages, let alone start a widely talked about business. From a marketing perspective, Divorce was a masterstroke. The fragrance quickly gained popularity not only because of its name, but also due to its association with Sheikha Mahra's public image. Her fans admired her grace, and the perfume became a way for people to feel connected to her story. People who purchased the fragrance felt they were embracing a narrative of empowerment, much like Sheikha Mahra. What do you think of Sheikha Mahra? Do you think her father's influence was why she could boldly leave her marriage? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you enjoy this video, you should like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more videos.